Hello and salut everybody. Welcome back to Chatting with Nicole. If you have not subscribed or you're new to the channel, first, welcome to the family. Next, subscribe and also check out the rest of the videos. Thank you very much for being here. I am super grateful for you. I am super grateful that we are here today. So I appreciate you very much. But I want to ask something special today. And you heard me before, but I want you to please share this video. It's important that you share this video. I need your help to make sure that we bring awareness to what I'm about to chat with you today. Can you do that for me? I trust you will. So thank you very much for being here and thank you for doing just that. So I want us to chat about something very important that is affecting our babies, our children. You know how nowadays we don't use traditional, hotel rooms anymore. Nowadays we are Airbnb. We have, private, housing, apartments, rental properties that we are using now for our vacations because it's cheaper, because it's more space, because it's more convenient, whatever the reason. We are using those more than, I don't want to say more, but we are using more and more of those instead of just the traditional hotel rooms that we are used to. Well, renting those properties, paying for those properties, I don't think they are required. I don't think it's strict requirement for them to make sure that they clean up the rooms, vacuum, tighten up the place before a new occupant comes in, before a new vacationer comes in, before a new family comes in. Because if you review this report, it clearly shows that even if they have cleaned up the room, they didn't do a great job. There were things that were left in that room. So what is happening is, just so that I make this clear, when you get in those rental properties, the previous, occupant had left some stuff, in a carpet, maybe on the floor, maybe in your bathroom, and your kids end up picking up specifically drugs. You bring your kids in for a vacation and you think that because you pay for this, they cleaned it, they wiped it off and they vacuumed, it's completely clean for you. You let your children loose and your children start picking up stuff on the floor that were left behind prior to you coming in. And the next thing you know, your children can't breathe anymore. Yes, I'm sorry to say that, but that's what's happening. So kids are picking up leftover drugs without their parents knowing. And by the time you realize, it's too late. So I am bringing this to your attention again because this is very, very important. This is something we don't think about. You and I will normally not think about this because we just assume that, we are coming in, new. This room should be clean. These places will be clean. But it's not happening. So I want you to review this report, especially if you have children in your life and you know somebody who have children in their life. Review this report. Make sure that when you go to these properties, and especially when you have kids with you, babies with you, before you let your children loose in somebody else's room, somebody else's floor, make sure that it is clean. Make sure that you inspect it and make sure that there are no drugs left over in the carpet, on the floor, wherever your children can reach, so that this does not happen to you. I say even in the hotel rooms, when you have children, before you let your children loose on the floor in a hotel room, make sure that you inspect it. You are sure, even if you have to call them to come vacuum again, just for you to see and make sure that it is clean, do that. Because your children are precious. Our children are precious. To say that even if you don't have children with you, even if it's just you adults, it is still important for you to inspect where you are going. Inspect these properties, no matter how nice they look, inspect them. You may be, allergic to something you don't know. So make sure that you are inspecting these places before you make yourself comfortable in them. So that is hotel rooms and property and vacation spots. How about in a park? How about wherever you take your children and you leave your children, you see your children crawling on the floor, on the ground, in a park? In grocery store, even, I see kids, parents leaving their kids, touching the floor, doing things on the floor. I say before you let your children on any floor, you have to make sure that it's clean before you do that. I said, no matter where it is, no matter where you take your children, in the park, the playground, wherever you take your kids, make sure you inspect, the floor, the ground. Make sure that it's properly clean and had nothing harmful to them before you let them loose. So please review this. Share with everyone you know. Protect yourself, protect your children. Stay safe and blessed. And I'll see you on the next one.
One nation overdosed. We have reported extensively on the dangers posed by fentanyl to adults and teens. But the age group seeing the fastest rise in deaths from synthetic opioids are children, many being poisoned with fentanyl accidentally. We get more now from Kate Snow.
Lydie and Boris Lavenir say they're living a nightmare. In August 2021, they were on vacation in Florida with their 5 kids. Their youngest, Enora, was 19 months old. She depended on us, her dad Boris says. They were staying in a vacation rental in Palm Beach County. Enora was making a mess in the kitchen, taking out the pots and pans. After a while, she laid down for a nap, and when Mom Lydie went to check on her, she wasn't breathing. And then I heard, Enora is dead, Enora is dead. Several months later, the medical examiner ruled their daughter died of acute fentanyl toxicity. You had never heard of fentanyl? They're now suing the vacation rental company, among others, alleging that Enora was exposed to fentanyl residue left in the rental. While their story is extremely rare,
the death of a toddler from a fentanyl overdose.
7 times the lethal amount of fentanyl found in this 2-year-old's body.
A growing number of young children are being accidentally poisoned. Deaths from synthetic opioids like fentanyl in children under 5 jumped from 2015 to 2021. 10-month-old Senna Matkovich was playing in a San Francisco park last November when he stopped breathing. A paramedic recognized signs of an overdose and used the reversal drug Narcan to save Senna's life.
Those first responders just saved my son's life, and yeah, we're just so lucky that we got the guy we got.